Welcome to the Talking SHHH podcast. That's right. We'll be talking about music, albums, live shows, bands we love, bands not so much. Again, we're talking SHHH. Join me, Scott Nokon, and Stephen James. Hey guys, we are back. Hope you're doing well and awesome. If I hit record 10 minutes ago, well, I couldn't have hit record 10 minutes ago because my computer was rebooting, processing, and I'm a PC guy and Steven is a Mac guy. We call him the Mac Daddy for a reason. This is Scott. That's Steven. Steven, there you are. This is Talking, as you see behind us. We're into the 50s, just like us, but we're into the 50s on the episode, Steven. So yeah, as I was commenting earlier, with not as many naughty words, I'll say now. I probably need to, I need to run my, and I've talked about this in the last episode, so I'll leave all the stupid dad jokes and puns out of it, and just, my computer is probably time for retirement. And if anything, I'll tap into some of the IT guys at work and say, kind of run this through and just tell me what it is. And when they come back laughing, I'll know, all right, well, at least all my files and everything is on an external drive. So if there's anything to kind of upgrade it, but we need it, right? It's an important instrument for what we do here.
Maybe and my, just so you know,
no.
My personal is Mac and my work is PC. So yeah. It's interesting because I'll go to close. They're opposite when you go to close on Mac versus PC. So I'll be at work going, oh no, it's on this side, and then I'll be here and I'm like, oh no, it's on that side. So
did you say having clothes on? Is that what you said?
That too.
Okay,
that too. I don't want to stand up and let everybody see that I'm not.
No. So yeah, I think the last few days, and was it Friday or Monday? I kind of forget. It shouldn't run together, but I had a hellish day. The other day with like computers, like nothing worked, and then I do another show, but completely not related to this type of content at all, and that whole computer just completely just crashed.
Oh no!
And it was new, so when I asked for it to be set up, oh yeah, no problem, it's going to be working out. I go, as long as you don't give me this person and that person their hand-me-downs, and give me a computer that's going to, I don't need like the biggest processor in the world, but the files we deal with, there's some pretty beefy, video and audio files that we contend with, and just the processing and all that stuff. Long story short, it died. So I had to spend an hour rebuilding it and putting back, and I get it. You shouldn't have the same password for every program. But then I certainly don't remember them all. And if you have a password kind of keeper on your computer and that dies, then you're like, all right, let me remember it's what it is.
Arduous trying to reboot and get new passwords, because then it says, oh, it doesn't like this. It has to be minus the exclamation point, and you can't have this. And you're like,
all that stuff. So if anything, I look at it this way, or I try to. I don't always. But I look at it, okay, this is another test, and will I get through it or not? If I do, perfect. If not, then I'm certainly human. But it still drives you effing insane.
I agree.
Insane. We are here now.
Yeah.
And again, I'm enjoying. So I had a nice steak dinner, if we're going to compare what we had for dinner, Stephen. It was one of those types of meat where has a lot of marbling, and you cook it really quick and you flip it over, and it's still, if it's just past rare, maybe kissing medium rare, maybe medium rare, and then you can basically cut it with your fork and it melts in your mouth without saying the name. That's what I had. Not to be vague on purpose, but just, it was damn good. How about that?
Well, it wasn't a Wagyu. I'm sure it was 5, probably. They used to have them at Costco, and I got a couple of them, and they're really, really good. Because
that's where I got it. Since you said it, yeah, I wasn't trying to be like that guy.
But they used to have them, and I can't find them because every once in a while I get them. I mean, look, if you want to get one, you got to spend up. They're $100 for one fillet, but they're worth it. And again, you just want to just smack the horns off it, slap it in the ass, and introduce it to grill or whatever you're cooking on and take it out.
Yeah. So for this one, since you said, it was A5 Wagyu. So, and yeah, it was at Costco. So all things considered, it was reasonably priced. And in our Costco in the greater Nashville area, they have it every once in a while, and they had 3 of them today. I'm like,
were they frozen or
no, just in the meat section. Yeah, fresh. So I'm like, okay, let me put that in the cart along with the other necessary items. And zip through there and came home. This time, and again, if you guys tuning in, you didn't realize you're going to get the Cooking with Steve. My meat and Steve instead of my meat and 3, my meat and Steve. But
I am the
this
cook.
time. This time, I did it in the. I'll just leave it at that. I did it.
All right, then.
I did it. I did it. I put it into. Well, that too. You got to be careful there.
Yeah.
Let's see. How can I say?
I do mine a cast iron skillet.
Well, yes, thank you. So, cast iron skillet, cranked it all the way up.
Yeah.
Dropped it in there, 2 minutes aside. Then I put in the thermometer. I pulled it at about 120. Then I wrapped it in tin foil and it rested.
Mm-hmm.
I let it rest for 5 minutes and then cut, eat, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So,
perfect.
And again, that paired with, and this is, just a Costco brand. So
Pinot Noir.
That is yes, it is, sir.
How about
Look at you. Look at you. So
my wines.
Thank you for coming to the
Talking
meat episode.
Show.
But now we're going to go into the Metallica. So
speaking of cooking, let's go.
Yeah. So now as we sit here, we're at this point, Stephen, everybody good with, when we do this. So Stephen's in LA, Orange County area. I'm in the Nashville area, but with technology, when it does work, it's a beautiful thing because
we're this close to each other.
We are right here. I
had it reversed earlier, but
yeah. So here.
Yeah.
All
right.
So there.
Yeah. There's no latency. Everyone.
No, there's not. I'm loving this.
There's no
and I didn't even check. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay.
I can hear you fine too.
Camera
My microphone's like 10 feet away, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best sound and visuals since.
There we go.
That must be that you're channeling Mr. Hetfield. So
yes. Yeah. So So about 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago tomorrow. I can't believe it.
Seems like yesterday.
Yeah. So and I can't show you. I got some posters, and these are like these prints that I got. And I'll just say that
I'm passed away.
Yes, but see if I can do this. These are thicker prints, and you go, oh, so Prince has been overeating. No, so I don't know if this will even work with the camera, and it probably won't.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, look, where am I?
Nah,
oh, here
you're a ghost.
Yep, here.
Kind of. No.
All right, so I will. You know what? I'll send you a picture so you can appreciate these. And I have the frames that they arrived in the old delivery. But let me find this really quick. Don't go. Hey guys, just hold tight. Don't go anywhere. Right. So I will.
So while Scott's doing that, I sent a message today that we're going to talk about a show coming up where bass is prevalent in the bands, where the band's bass player kind of stands out a little bit more than the rest of the band. Ergo, Rush, The Who, Iron Maiden, Steve Harris, Primus, Metallica, of course. So we're talking about doing something that kind of promotes and being a drummer first and a bass player second. I thought that would be kind of fun to just kind of promote something. So if you guys are watching this and listening to this, please give us some other bands that you think and know of that the bass kind of stands out a little bit more. So
yeah,
kind of something a little bit different, but we want to round this thing out and be oh, look at that. That's very cool.
Yeah. So those are, it's like the really thick, it's a print, not a prince. It's a print. So it's like that thicker. It almost looks like it's metal in the picture. It is metal. But
it almost looks like you went to a Ghost concert.
Yeah, but it's Kirk.
Very cool.
And so and these are just saying it. It's like, I don't know if you can see at the bottom, but it has the Roman numerals for the dates: Metallica M72, world tour. Let's see, what is that? Pantera, Suicidal on one of them, Ice Nine Kills, Limp on the other, Nissan Stadium, Nashville, Tennessee, presented by Live Nations. There's some, let's just say, and as I go into this discussion about Metallica and these two shows, there was a special night, and it was about the overall just experience, Stephen. So let's just jump right into it.
Let's go.
So
you owe me a review.
Yeah, I'm going into it right now. There we go.
All right.
So night one was May 1st. So this is Nashville. For those of you listening, if you know the show, then you know. Again, I already said it earlier, but I'm in Nashville. Steven's in the Orange County, LA-ish area. How's that, right?
Yes.
Because people drive around looking for Steven, so he wants to keep kind of a low profile. So Thursday night, Saturday night, this was the M72 tour, which is active now. Mostly, and there's a few exceptions for the purposes of this conversation, Stephen. 2 nights, 2 completely different sets.
Which is
and
cool.
we had some videos already. Sorry, I got a weird message on my phone. That was weird. Yeah. I'm squirrel distracted. We had.
That's funny, Isabel. See what he says, squirrel.
Yeah.
I always say she's clucking like a chicken, but
yeah. So two nights, 2 different sets, and so that's the whole idea. 2 different sets of opening bands. So May 1st, we were already planning on going. So I wish you were there.
Wow, I would have loved it.
You know, you need to get your little butt out here for a show, and we'll do some live podcasts. We'll you know what? Maybe play a live show. We'll gather up some musicians here or wherever. Just go here, play the music.
Some new music coming.
Yeah, there's all that. So long way to the top. They do that intro from AC/DC.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. So when that comes out, then Ecstasy of Gold. Here I am with the glasses so I can see this. It's the what's that? Lee Van Cleef. It's that old spaghetti western. And it's now like in a commercial. So I hear the song and I can't remember it, and we're not going to get free advertising, you know. But in this regard, if you heard the song, it says that may not even been in key, but that starts, and then they go into night one. No further ado. Thursday, May 1st, 2025, Stadium, M72. Really quick, beforehand, Suicidal Tendencies opened the show. Came on right at 6:00. One of their premier players now is the drummer that you love. Who is he, Stephen?
He was originally, he's originally in different bands, but
recently
he was Slipknot, and he was let go. And he is the son of the Max Weinberg of Jay Weinberg.
Yeah. So Jay Weinberg, and then also Rob Trujillo of Metallica. His son is the bass player in Suicidal.
No kidding.
And the constant is Mike Muir. I'll get back to Mike Muir in a second because there's a cool Mike Muir connection on Saturday night, but I'll get there. And then the second band of the evening, as we're so we heard Suicidal as we're coming in, grabbing a cocktail, listened to a couple of their songs. Seeing them in a stadium was phenomenal. Just because, you know, that's like the OG. I remember them from back in like 82, 83. Yep. So that was fun. Pantera take the stage in the round.
That, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they played. Actually, I got the set times in here. So
you know what I wish they would play is Primal Concrete Sledge. I just don't know why that doesn't come up, because it's such a great song.
Yeah, I don't have their set list, and I thought I did, but I definitely have Metallica, which I'm going to go through. But I have the set times. Let me tell you that. So this is for Saturday. So I'll get to that. So in that, let's go up here. It starts with Creeping Death.
There you go.
Dun, dun. Yeah. Sound like Beavis and Butthead doing it. I'll get rid of these. I can kind of read up there. This is Thursday night. So my wife, I won't say her name for security purposes, but she's like, I'm definitely going to go. It's Chuck. Yeah. So she went on Saturday with a more kind of extended group of friends, and we all went again. So that was great. So I'll get to Saturday. Cool. But she goes, well, I hope they don't play certain songs like, and I'll tell you which songs they are. And I go, well, they will. Well, if they do, that's the only way not to miss it if you go to both nights. But she wasn't able to go on Thursday. So they kicked it off with Creeping Death.
Such a great song. I can't think of a better song to start a gig with.
Awesome. So picture this, Stephen, and we'll throw in some videos. And I did post some stuff on the socials that night through our Talking channel, but I'll post them again as we closer to this, and maybe kind of weave in a video and some still photos as well. The tickets, just for stating facts here, the tickets we had were in the Snake Pit.
Nice.
So if you've gone to the show, you know what I'm talking about. These are all stadiums. So you have the circular, think of a donut in the middle of the football stadium at the 50-yard line, split right down the middle. In the Snake Pit, you have to walk under the stage to get into the Snake Pit. And you, at that point, you are basically where Stephen and I are. You're that close to the band. Cool. And for Thursday, James stayed pretty much over in our area. If you almost break it into quarters. So if you just take a donut and split it in quarters, he kind of stayed in that area, kind of where we were. Trying to put my other hand in there.
That was his spot.
We were most of the time. It's like, this was great. Kirk came by. Rob was all over the place. The drum moved 4 times. The drum set moved 4 times with Lars, because it was in the stage and it was raisined. It was raisined up. They raised it up.
Drum sets.
It's 4 drum sets, and they bring it up and they drop it back down. They bring it up and drop it back down. So that was cool. So
pretty cool.
In there, in the Snake Pit, you're right there. So I'm going to go through the set, but I will tell you, and now I'm reflecting back now, Stephen, I got to close my eyes just to kind of bring me back to it.
Woosah.
It was an experience. It was, if I can say, like a life-changing experience, where I've seen Metallica 20 times, probably. It's been since the Black Album that I last saw them. So many, many, many years. 24 years, right? 91, I think, was when the tour went through at the Forum.
I guess those, you could call that lost years.
Yeah, lost years. It was lost years. But my God.
Yes.
And I go through the set and you're going to know. Hands down, the greatest metal band of all time, if not one of the greatest bands of all time. And from a live performance standpoint, they're in their 60s.
Yeah.
They didn't miss a note, literally and figuratively. I do have a comment about Lars, which I'll bring up to you, and you'll know what I'm talking about in a few minutes. But it was just the experience. And one thing that stood out in both nights, and yes, I will get to the set.
Eventually.
We got 2 hours, right? And the energy, the smiles, the laughter, the just communal aspect. You're in this Snake Pit, but nobody was roughhousing. Nobody was pushing on one
they
another.
All want to see what's going on.
Everybody was together. You had Keith Urban in the Snake Pit on Thursday night. You had Jose Mangan from Sirius was in there, just smiling and taking it all in. I was smiling and taking it all in. I was with some of my buddies.
Drinking bourbon?
He was drinking the beer. He was drinking the beer.
Okay.
You had to have a plastic cup. You had to drain your can into a plastic cup to go to the Snake Pit. I said drain your can, not drain your vein.
No.
Hopefully nobody did that. I did not come across that, because once you're in there, you're kind of stuck. But man, a religious experience, if I can say that.
I have to agree with you, because the same thing happened with me when I saw U2 at Sphere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just one of those where you're just, there's no words. You just kind of look at each other and go, wow. And when you told me that, I'm jealous as shite, because I would have, and I still, hopefully at some point, if they come buzz around here again, I'm going to take my wife to go see, and get Snake Pit tickets. But yeah, keep going. Yeah. Sorry.
It's worth it. So Setlists, I know. And 26 minutes in, we're even going to get to this.
They're going to cut us off.
All right.
Part 2.
So,
well, let's
Creeping
Death for part 2.
Yeah. Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow.
Oh, come on.
Leper Messiah.
Come on.
King Nothing. So now they got King Nothing was on not Hardwired. Was it King Nothing? No, King Nothing's older. Sorry, 72 Seasons. I like that record. I like the new record. It's been out a couple of years now.
Darkness Has a Friend. If darkness had a son. Sorry, it just says dark. I'm reading their actual set list, so it's like really hard because they abbreviate it.
Sure.
Yeah. Darkness, Shadows, Orion, and they had the Orion tape leading into King Nothing. James is like, this is one of my favorite songs to play live. And you could tell they were like Sad But True. Now I said this, and I said this on one of our previous shows. If they play these two songs, I will be good. One of them was Battery. So they played that after Sad But True.
What a great song.
Love that song.
Me too.
Fuel. Not a big fan of that era.
Give me you, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
They had flash pots, right? Flash pots, fire. They had that going on in the stage, and I'll send you a picture of it. It was so flipping cool. Seek and Destroy, and then the #1 metal song of all time,
Seek and Destroy,
Master of Puppets.
Oh yeah,
Master of Puppets.
With an
outro that. So in that the whole time. So let me now jump over to number 2. I'm not taking a 2. I'm jumping over to the set list for the second night. Let's see. Do I have this?
I would have loved if. Well,
yeah, here we go. So in all that, and also it's maybe you can see it. So there's tons of. I don't know what you want to see there to show my text, but I'll send you the number of picks that we got was ridiculous. I have like, I should have brought him up here for just, I could just throw him up. Bass picks, guitar picks, and I'll send you some, Steven, specific to when I see you in July. I'll see you in July. Maybe before that, I'll bring you a little baggie because they had some that have the dates of Nashville. Then there's some that are specific to each.
Were they throwing them out, or they just give them to you when you're in the snake pit?
Both. Let's just say the blessing of this whole episode was it matters who you know. That's where that's where this came from. That's where the snake pit came from. That's where the entry came from. That's where the
Scott was lighting James's cigars.
Yeah. So I got a funny story on that before I get into set 2. So I'm not saying any names, so it doesn't matter. But this one individual. So James is earlier in the day, sound check, hanging out. James smokes cigars.
Yes, he does.
They are big into whiskey, and there's a whole set of videos about blackened whiskey. So check it out, Steven.
Yeah.
I know you're. You're well. I was going to say you're a lover, which sure you are, but you love the YouTube, right? The tube.
Yeah, I am a tube fanatic.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch about blackened whiskey and their whole model and approach, but also we're like, we really get into it. They also do that with cigars. So picture this, James sitting there. Yeah. Smoking a cigar. And this one individual comes up. Excuse me, sir, you can't smoke here. And the tour manager was very close, again, not saying names.
And said,
goes, you know who that is? And the response is just as classic as, sir, you can't. Yeah, but you can't smoke down here. James. He obeyed. He goes, understood. He put it, put it out. And so it's like, hey, just be respectful. People trying to do their jobs. So in all that, just the experience.
Cool, man.
For the second night. So this was on Saturday, May 3rd. So the openers, Ice Nine Kills. I know of them. I've heard their music. I'm fine. That was when we were walking, and that's when all the wives went.
They're a fun band.
Yeah, they were fun. They put on a really good show. Really good show. There was a lot of people there. There was, each night, if there were 70,000 people each night, there were 72,000 on Saturday. Let's just say that.
70,000.
So that was good. When we were walking in, again, very blessed. We had great seats. We were very well taken care of. So appreciative of that. Long Way to the Top. AC/DC, Ecstasy of Gold. I'm saying Lee Van Cleef because I think he was like a spaghetti Western guy. They start, and let me not just jump over. Ice Nine Kills, entertaining, got the crowd going. Limp Bizkit, fantastic show. So just on point. Again, everybody was having fun.
Isn't that what it should be about?
It is. Was having fun, was smiling. Fred Durst then jumps into the snake pit. He's not a tall guy, by the way. So really? He jumps in. Yeah, not a
little guy.
Yeah, he jumps into the snake pit, and I would have to go back and look and see what song.
Stand up when you jump in the snake pit.
He gets down there, and then he was behind us because we stayed where we're at. We're looking at the front of the stage, and go, hey, do we want to turn around and go when he went in there? No, because it'll be kind of a zoo. But people weren't touching him. They were being respectful. There was a couple security guards down there. And then he's doing the song, and then Mike Muir's right there, just bobbing his head in the crowd. So by this time, if you just...
Why would you need to touch him? I don't get that.
Yeah, people, So, but they were being respectful. They gave him space. Yeah. Mike Muir was in there in the snake pit with his wife. So Fred went up to him as he was singing. They just kind of hugged each other. It was just such like a cool experience.
Did you need a tissue to?
Almost. I've
been there. Yeah. I've been to concerts where
so
it's a little
they
emotional.
Finished the set. We got ready for Metallica. So let me go through the second set. This is Saturday, May 3rd. Whiplash. Get Out of Town. For Whom the Bells Tolls.
Stop it.
Ride the Lightning.
Yeah. Wow.
Then Memory Remains.
Wow.
In the mid thing, Lux Eterna.
Yeah.
Good song.
Yeah.
Too Far Gone. Fade to Black.
Jesus Christ.
Wherever I May Roam.
Wow.
Love that song.
Wow.
Cthulhu. Unforgiven.
Yep.
Inamorta. That's off 72 Seasons. I think I'm saying that correctly. Inamorta. That's like 10 minutes long, and I don't think they've ever played that song live. Fight Fire with Fire, with the fire going off on the stage. Moth, awesome song.
Moth and Flame.
Fun, which was phenomenal. I may have shared that with you, the video. And then they ended the set. I'll send it to you, with Enter Sandman.
Yeah, you got to do that.
They played 5 songs from Ride the Lightning.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what? What?
Yeah, I love that record. And again, I've gone back and revisited, and I was listening to this week, and I listen to Metallica every week, if not every couple of days at least. Master of Puppets, and then Injustice for All. But I'm gonna play, as I talk about often on my drive to work, Ride the Lightning. But 5 songs they played on that record.
Interestingly enough, because and what I love
transportation. It's just transportation.
Yeah. You should get a computer that is as fast as that.
I should. Yeah. I really, I agree.
But what I love about how Metallica does these things is they have rehearsal room for a couple hours before they do. So kind of reminds me, and I don't know why I'm going to bring this up. Dave Matthews Band is the same way. Every show is completely different songs. I don't know that they do that, but Metallica does. They're like, okay, let's do these songs. And they go and rehearse them before they go do the show. So that they're like, yeah, look at that.
There's coaster sets. So I'll let you finish. I don't want to be rude.
No, I'm just saying is that they have their, if you'll see, they have their rehearsal room. Everything's set up for them to go and jam through the songs to make sure they get them lit. Because, I mean, look at, what is their catalog? How many songs do they have?
120
easily, and they're swapping every night or every other night, and they're going, okay, we need to go through this. We need to go through these songs. It's like a no concept. It's like, oh shit, we need to learn this, we need to learn that, we need to learn Crazy. You're like, oh, we're gonna play Crazy tonight on the way to the gig. I'm like, shit, I got to put it in the truck and drive there and get the drums down while I'm driving there. But that's how it is. It's like you just need to be on it. And do they fuck up from time to time? Probably. Does it matter? No. It's Metallica.
So speaking of that, I did want to. So this was on Thursday night, and this stood out to me because when you were playing and you have a new DW set, that is kind of, I'll call it like the hybrid, right? It's electronic, but it's also acoustic. So when you're hitting your snare, it sounds like kind of cardboard, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Lars' set sounded like. So I'm like, are they running his drums through a processor?
It's all triggered.
100%. Because we're we were like right there, like listening to it. Yeah. And I'm like, boom. It's like, what would it be?
Yeah, it's flat.
I'm not,
No, I get it. They're all triggered. It's all triggered, and
Pantera is triggered, but you can tell Charlie is playing. Now, in fairness, I was calling Kirk. Maybe that's the problem. Kirk was playing drums. Now, Lars was playing the drums. So he was playing, but when he we were there, we're looking at one another, and this one guy, Brian, he's a drummer too. Doesn't compare to you, not at all. But he's just like, yeah, that sounds weird. I go, yeah. I go, it's trigger. He goes, yes,
for sure.
So again, that's probably not like, shocking. That will be the headline on this video.
And so is Charlie's kit.
Yeah, but because you hear it's like, because the kicks definitely, and it's the Pantera kicks that definitely have that added, but you still have to play. And
you do have to
Lars was playing. Lars was hitting the drums, but it's like, and I was trying to look at the cymbals, see if they have that, like the rubber underneath it. But so the cymbals were real cymbals, but definitely the drums were being aided. So I know we got like about a minute to go on this. So Stephen, what I was showing before. What?
I want to go part 2.
Yeah, we can go part 2. So these are, so I went to the pop-up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you another link, and then we're going to start in 1 second, and we're going to talk about all kinds of fun things.
Let's go.
So guys, this was episode 50 something, but part 1 of Metallica, 2 nights in Nashville. We'll be right back with part 2. All right, see you soon.
Let's go. Cheers.
Thanks again for tuning in to the show. We'll be back every week with a brand new episode. Make sure you check us out on Instagram at Talking SHHH Show, and also listen on Spotify or wherever you can stream podcast. See ya.